Hey fam, welcome back. Your favorite life and relationship strategist, MarshaunO. So, what percentage are you giving to your relationship? How much effort are you putting into your relationship? How much time are you putting into your relationship? How much do you guys effectively communicate with one another? How much are you putting in? Why is this important? It is an important question to ask yourself, because whatever you are giving, whatever you are putting into your relationship is usually what you are getting back from your relationship. Now, of course, there are always going to be quirks and just unusual things. Sort of, you are giving 1,000% and your partner is giving 50%, or they just can't give nothing. So there are going to be instances like that where you're just give, and they're never giving anything to you. They're just the taker. That is a relationship that you totally need to reevaluate. Now, let me go back and say that sometimes, depending on where you two are in your relationship, in the cycle of your relationship, maybe this is the season that you have to give 1,000%, and your partner truly, they can only give you 50%. And sometimes maybe they can only give you 10% just in this season. So now I'm not talking about the relationship that you've been in and it's been pretty equal, like you both have been giving, but for some reason, maybe there's an important project, whatever it is that is going on that is taking your time away or taking your partner's time away. It's unusual, but it does happen. However, there are also cases where it is like that 99% of the time and you just be tired. So with that being said, the percentage that you are giving to your relationship is absolutely what you're going to get out of it. So it is an exact proportion of what you're giving is what you're going to get back. So again, I already mentioned, if you're giving 1,000%, 25%, 50%, whatever your percentage is what you're usually getting back. So if you want to up your game this new decade, if you want to up your game this new year, then you have to do something different in order to get different results. You cannot sit on the sideline. You cannot just sit on your couch or sit on the phone complaining to any and everybody that will listen to you complain when you are saying that you want to see something different in your relationship. You have to be proactive about changing your relationship around. Like, literally, just think about it. Especially for those of you who are talking about changing your body. You don't like the way your body looks. So you are taking action steps behind changing your body. You're eating different. You're starting to exercise more. You're upping your game so your body can look different a year from now. Well, guess what, sis? Guess what, bro? You have to do the exact same thing in your relationship. If you want to change it around so you guys can be more connected, so you can be more intimate, whether it's just intimate conversation or if it's more sex, you got to do something different. So as I already mentioned, what are you willing to do differently this year in order to get different results? In my video, my Happy New Year's video, actually, this is the same thing. So if you want your relationship to change around for the better, you have to now give more to your relationship. You have to invest more in your relationship. Your time, your energy, your effort, your planning, your scheduling, your having fun time. You have to plan it. Again, taking actions is what you're going to do in order to see the results that you want to see. You want to kiss more? Make time to kiss more. You want to laugh more? Make time to laugh more with each other, at each other. Don't take everything so seriously. So yes, what you're putting in is usually what you're getting back out of it. Another thing, remember that relationships are not necessarily 50-50. And I'm actually going to take that necessarily out of there. They're not 50-50. You have to give 100% of your time 100% of the time. Again, I know that's not always going to be possible because things happen in life, and sometimes your relationship is going to take the back burner because maybe you have to take care of a family member, or maybe like you have to take care of a parent or even your child. Your relationship is not going to be at the forefront because you're trying to make sure that your parents are okay, or your children or child is okay. Like that life happens, and so that is going to happen where your relationship has to take a back seat, meaning maybe there's no sex for a period of time. Or maybe you guys can't see each other for a period of time because you got to work days, he got to work nights, or you got to work nights and he got to work days. And now y'all just like two ships passing. So when you do spend time with your spouse, you got to make it quality. But anyway, relationships are not 50-50. Keep that in mind. You have to give. If you want to get 100%, you got to give 100%. And this actually means asking yourself today, what can I do differently today in order to make my partner's life better? Yes, you're not asking that question for yourself. You're asking that question for your partner. Because anytime you put the time, energy, and effort to create a better situation, to create a better environment, to have more laughs for your spouse, guess what? You're automatically making yourself happy, because you want to make your partner happy. You want to see them smile. You want to see her laugh more. You want to laugh and play and have a good time with one another, right? So the question again that you need to ask yourself is, what can I do to make my partner or my spouse's life better today? What can you do today to make it different, to make it better? Can you take them a flower because you know she likes flowers? Can you make their favorite cup of coffee the way that they know, the way that you know that he or she likes their coffee? Can you pick up a donut? Can you make dinner? Can you fold the clothes? Listen, there are so many things that you can do to make your partner's life easier, better, if you put some thought into it. You know what? She really don't like going outside and pruning or taking care of the garden. Maybe I can do that. Or her car actually be on E a lot, and I don't want her out there running out of gas, so let me fill up her gas tank. Or, you know what? He's been busy. Our yard need to be taken care of, and so let me pay somebody to do that. Like there's a plethora of things that you can do to make your partner's life better and easier. Because when they're happier, you're happier. The next thing to even think about is that you are only responsible for you, what you do, what you bring, what you elicit from your partner, and what you allow with your partner. You're the only person that has control over that, because we teach people how to treat us, including our spouses, including our partners, including our children, everybody else. Everybody around us, we teach them how to treat us. Your partner and your spouse is no different. If you need more respect in your life, in your relationship, then you have to demand more respect in your life and in your relationship. If you need more cuddles, ask, because you don't want to do no demanding on the cuddles, because then they going to act like a little kid and not give it to you all the way. So ask politely. Go get it. Like, hey, you know what? My husband is not so much into hugs, so I make sure that I go get a hug. Yes, that was a personal example. I make sure, because he's not a touchy-feely, cuddly person, but I am. And so whenever I feel like I need it, guess what I do? I go and get it. Yes, it can be tiresome, but that's also not his love language, it's mine. And so in order to make sure that I'm happy and I'm getting what I need, sometimes I got to go get it. You're no different. Sometimes you are going to need to go and get what you need in order for you to be happy. But also, don't be selfish if you know that your spouse is stressed out. If you know that this is their season where they cannot pay you as much attention as you would like, then this is your time to step up your game. Maybe you are the person who needs to pay for all of the dates for a period of time. So you two can still go out on dates, but maybe that is not nowhere near the forefront of their brain. But in order for you to be happy, you create and plan the dates and pay for the dates. And let them just show up for a period of time. Like, think of ways to make your relationship better this season, this decade. If you want to change things around, as I've already mentioned, you must plan to do something different, and then take action behind doing that different thing so you can get different results this season, this year, this decade, and the next couple days. Like, put in the energy, put in the effort today so you can reap the benefits tomorrow. You're not going to get to that blissful, happy relationship that everybody is like, oh my goodness, like, wow, y'all beautiful together. Y'all all in sync, and you know him and he know you. Y'all not going to get that relationship if you never put in the energy, if you never put in the time to create it. You have the power to create the life and the relationship that you want. And if you really want it, you're going to go through the tough times to get it. If you really want it, you're going to go through the tough times to get it. Who am I talking to? Deuces, y'all.